Minecraft, 100% pure, 100% pure fail. This is going to be another pickup game of UHC that I was playing in, and I'm not going to do very well in this one. I'll go ahead and let you guys know that beforehand. I have some bad luck at the beginning, and then I also make numerous mistakes throughout the match. I also even think that my commentary wasn't awesome, but nevertheless, some people enjoy seeing these. I also don't like doing a whole lot of filtering, like of trying to not show you when I'm doing poorly and just show you the good stuff. On the one hand, I'm embarrassed by how well I did in this one, but on the other hand, like, I don't know, it's fair for you to see, here's Brian on a bad day, so here's Brian on a bad day. Let's get started. Another one of these matches where Ender Pearl damage is off, and even in the September 29th match that I previously did, you earn full 4 gold ingots for PvP kills, and I didn't realize that last time, so that's another reason to try to kill people. And so that's what I will be trying to do today when this match gets started. And yeah, once again, it looks like we're going to have probably in the order of 16 people. The map's only 1,000 by 1,000, and so I expect some PvP, and we'll see how it goes. No PvP on the first day. All right. Apparently we already started. I am a little bit behind. I thought we were still waiting on a go signal. And so, here we are in another ultra hardcore. Apparently, we are starting with rain and snow. And so, I'm happy to be in the snow because it's quiet, but yes, it also tends to lag out people's clients, and we did say that there was going to be no PvP the first day, and so it also, like, doesn't help anybody. Okay, and they just reset the weather. Okay, great. And I see piggies. Hello, piggies. And I see swampland, which is happy. And I see chickens, which is even happier. And so, let's go ahead and get a crafting table and some sticks and start making some tools. The server was lagging a little bit before we got started, and so I'm not sure how this particular match is going to go. But I am going to dig down and find some stone, and once I do find that stone, I will probably want a pick so that I can mine it up. I've done enough of these that you would think that I know kind of like the optimal order of kind of creating initial tools and things, but I tend to not. But that's okay. We're all having fun, and let's go ahead and create a stone pick in order to get some more stone. So yeah, my strategy is going to be as per usual, both by virtue of the fact that I am continuing to try to improve my PvP skills, as well as the fact that I'm now aware of the fact that killing other players will yield gold. I am going to be kind of like extra aggressive once I get some iron armor. But for the start of the match, I will do the usual and just try to gear up the usual way. The other thing I'm going to do, I definitely made a mistake last time in terms of not trying to dig up gravel early, so I didn't have any flint. And then even when I did find the chickens, this time there's already chickens here. And so we're definitely going to be killing some chickens. I'll go ahead and make a furnace, because I know I'm going to need that. But let's go ahead and get the sword going and kill up some food, as well as some feathers. And so I know, yes, I saw chickens right over here. Great. And so I'm not going to go hungry at the beginning of this match, which is always a good thing. And I hear some lava somewhere. But until I have iron for buckets, that's not going to be a big deal. So we'll kill a few more pigs. I guess I should have made a stone axe. Let me go ahead and we'll get some food cooking, and yeah, let's go like this. Let's go ahead and do that just to have one thing to plop down in the furnace. And then let's make ourselves an axe so that we can cut these things down more efficiently. Already wasting some wood in the furnace right now. I have not been paying hardly any attention to the chat, and so I hope it's just people asking the usual questions, and I hope I haven't missed anything important. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more of this. Moving along, I am going to chop down a couple more trees. And let's go ahead and swap this out after I get this. That'll be good enough. Let's cook up some pork chops. Let's go ahead and start getting some tools in the correct locations. And then let's see, we've got a jungle over here. I kind of like being in the plains by the swamp trees. This is a pretty nice biome to start in. I think I will run over here in order to grab a few more trees and also kill another pig or two, and also keep an eye out to see if I see any more chickens, since it seems like they can spawn in this biome. And yeah, I like just being in the snow-covered area to get things started. But once again, I expect the next few minutes will be kind of usual stuff, and so I may choose to do some editing or fast-forwarding here. So I will talk to you again when I talk to you. Okay, and PvP is now enabled. The sun has gone down. I did the usual kind of stuff up top. And, oh, I haven't found any coal yet. Let's see if I can find some coal before I start wasting any more wood. I looked around in the jungle a little bit more to see if I could find any more chickens, but no such luck there. I also didn't happen to see any structures, like a jungle temple or a village or anything on the horizon. And so now we have gone underground and are just starting to dig. And for the moment, all seems quiet, but that's good because it might mean that we'll get down into some good stuff before we encounter a cave system and some danger. Although at the same time, I would not mind seeing some coal or some iron before we get down there. Uh-oh. Welcome to your doom indeed. Oops, I do not want to do single player. Let's see if the server comes back up. Well, I'll be back. Go! Alright. So, picking back up where we left off. Hopefully that didn't destroy anyone's game that they had going. I hope no one was in the middle of trying to fight a skeleton when the server all of a sudden went down, and hopefully we won't have any more server problems like that. Still definitely a little bit of lag, but that was true even at the beginning. And I don't remember, I guess I should hit F3. How far down have I gone? Why 46? Alright, making some distance down, but we haven't even encountered coal yet. And so, hopefully, I will have a little bit better luck. Coal, iron, and a very small, narrow cave system. That's all I ask. Is that too much to ask? That's probably what everyone wants in UHC. But yes, one of the dangers of digging as opposed to entering a cave system is exactly this. Which is, you might find nothing. Sometimes there's just, you know, big heaps of stone underground with absolutely nothing there. So I need to keep my ears open as well, in case we hear any mobs from any adjacent cave systems. But in a moment, I'm going to run out of torches, and will have done nothing but filled my inventory with cobble, and that's going to kind of suck. Oh no! And we have our first victim to the environment. Gonna go down basically until I run out of light, which that was my last torch, and so I can only dig down like another 4 or 5 blocks. Oh, let me borrow this torch. Hello, torch. I need to borrow you. You need to go right there. Oops. You need to go right there so you can help me take out all of this gravel above. Thank you, torch. You've done your job. Now get back on the wall. And the tool broke. Okay, great. So we have managed to dig down to the center of the world. I realize I still have a wooden pick, but now I'm going to have to sacrifice the wooden pick, I guess, into the furnace in order to create some more charcoal. Oh! Got some PvP already. Good game. Since I am handy to actually be typing, I'll type that for once. Yeah, I have a couple of wooden tools here. Wooden shovel, don't really need ya. I'm not sure. I think they're like wooden planks, and so I think maybe they cook up 1.5 things. I haven't really... It looks like that might be exactly 1, actually. And so... yeah, maybe I'll just do that and just make 2 more pieces and 4 more torches, and then go ahead and bring this stuff down and hold on to a piece of coal. Oh no! Someone suffocated in a wall! That sucks. Hopefully... Oh, crafting table? Crafting table? I am carrying the crafting table. Let's bring it downstairs and we will continue to... Except for I want to... This is not my finest start, but getting disconnected and reconnected, I'm a little discombobulated. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Alright, what I intended to do was that. Now I have a pick, which allows me to mine up that. And I have 4 more torches, and if we don't find more anything with these 4 more torches digging down, I don't know... Like, I am looking for a cave, but I don't know if there's a rule against... Like, I always feel like it starts getting kind of cheaty if you kind of do what effectively kind of amounts to branch mining when you're just kind of like staircasing down through nothing. Although I'm not gaining anything from it either, other than an inventory full of cobble. But yes, if I like get down to the diamond layer and I'm like still haven't found anything, I may end up just like turning around and doing something completely different. I might also whine about it in the chat. So we'll see if I get down to bedrock and haven't found any coal or iron. And if I do, I will type it in the chat. And then that will amuse people. I was joking with people before the match started in the chat that people, oh, it's coal, it's coal, it's coal! Coal, finally. I was joking with people before the match that people enjoy seeing me in these UHCs because they know I'm easy to kill. So yes, that's one thing that's interesting, like in fan server UHC and all the other UHCs, like it's nice to have fans who are rooting for you, but I kind of wonder why people root for me. And am I like rooting for, you know, like the Chicago Cubs or something? Because I've been in a lot of these, and other than like the first 1 or 2 that I've ever played in, like I can't even remember if I've had any other PvP kills in a long time, and for the most part I just go into them and lose and go into them and lose. And I do think I am honestly getting better at PvP, but I feel like the field, all the people around me, are kind of getting better at the game faster than I am. Ooh, I hear some lava. That could be a good sign. And let's go ahead and use this 1 piece of charcoal as well as those pieces of coal to now have some more torches. And yes, bedrock. All right. Great. So I've gotten all the way down to bedrock, and the only thing I found was a little bit of coal. Bummer. All right. I don't know. I heard lava. Hold on. Well, I guess it makes sense. I'm like at level 10. I don't hear it anywhere now. Darn. Let me dig. I'll dig 3 spots in 2 directions just because I thought it was around here that I heard the lava, and just see if I can hear the lava again. Don't hear it here. And I don't hear it here, and I thought I might have just seen a player name. Sometimes I think I see them and I don't actually see them, and perhaps that's what just happened here because I don't see it again now. Yes. Oh dear. So how's everybody doing? A couple people have died, a couple people about to die, and then there's me. And if we dug all the way down to bedrock, I think there's a fair chance that it's already daytime the next day again, and so perhaps I'll actually go looking for a cave system. I haven't even found a single piece of iron yet. Oh my dear. Okay, it is daytime. I don't hear any mobs. Well, I hear pigs, but I don't hear like creepers or skeletons. Well, I can't know if I'm not hearing creepers. The bad news is I'm on the surface now, and if anyone sees me, they'll say, "Oh, look at Brian. He's not wearing any armor." But I think I really desperately need to find a cave system in order to be able to find some iron and coal and whatnot more quickly. So here is a possibility. Don't really need more food, just taking a quick peek upstairs before I jump down here. Does this actually go anywhere? No, it does not. And so we continue. How about this? This looks like an actual cave. Okay, great. Here's to hoping that there are no mobs. Well, there are no mobs because there's nothing in this cave. Actually, coal I am still pretty low on, and so I will happily go ahead and mine this out. So yeah, I think based on prior experience, the odds are not in favor of me doing very well, and so it's definitely nice to have people cheering for you, and so thank you if you're cheering for me. But at the same time, yes, I've played in enough of these that you'll start seeing some familiar names probably, some of whom do very well in these matches, and so perhaps, even if you're watching my videos, you should be cheering for them, or going and watching some of the videos. I think, I don't know, 1 in 3 people in these pickup matches probably post videos of their matches to their YouTubes, and occasionally I link them. Alright, we need to find a cave. I don't think I've ever gone this long. Let's see, we are on the 2nd day, so we're like 25 minutes in or something, and I've not yet found a single piece of iron. Actually, I guess maybe the first UHC match I ever participated in, I think I never found any iron. Oh, I never dug up any sand either to have for glass, which is a favorite strategy of mine, and so I will do that. I think it looks like there's a cave over here. I don't like swimming across the water in long stretches, because if someone has a bow, you'll be a sitting duck. But at this point, if anyone has any weapons at all, I'll be a sitting duck, because I have no armor. Haven't found any cows either, in order to make some leather armor. Whoop! Hello, Cheaty Water. Why don't you go ahead and flow into there? Alright, sadly this looks like a giant cave, but a giant cave is better than no cave at this point. I don't expect to do very well. I think there's a fair chance I might die. Or it's not a giant cave, it just goes nowhere. There are no caves in this entire world. I did hear a skeleton somewhere off in the distance in that direction, but a cave with a skeleton is not something that I really want. Oh, I hear an Enderman as well. So that seems to imply there's at least some kind of dark cave area somewhere over here. I expect there might be players around, and so let's take a quick look and also see if we can avoid any players. Although I guess I'm making myself extremely visible. Someone else did not find a cave either. What do we got over here? Oh, nope, there's a player. Up on a hill over there. I didn't immediately recognize who it was. They were not wearing armor. But nevertheless, I expect that they are doing better than I am at this point, and so I'm going to run in the opposite direction and hope to find something better. Is there a cave over here? No. Should I just start digging again? Oh wait, this could be a cave. Please be a cave. This has promise. Alright, great. Unfortunately, it's about to branch in a bunch of different directions, which I don't love, but at this point, we just got to take whatever we can get. And that is more sticks than I needed. All right, got food on the bar. I do not have good blocks in the bar. Blocks on the bar. Okay. Let's take the downwardmost cave. Oh, dear God. That is super open. Does this one go anywhere that's going to head down in a little bit? Or perhaps just give me some iron before I head down. Iron, iron, iron! Oh, crap, crap! Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton! Alright, skeletons tend not to jump at you these days. And so, crap, crap, crap. And the skeleton jumps at me. Alright, great. But I think I should be able to... Oh, there's this crazy mob health thing, and when the server crashed... / mob health toggle. We'll turn it off, because I find that annoying, but it tells you that you have a quarter of the way kind of killed the skeleton. Alright, now the skeleton's walking away over there. Alright, this is still potentially open behind me. Let's do that. And now... the skeleton's going to see me if I do this. Where did the skeleton go to? Well, he's going to see me definitely over here. I see him right over there. I do not have a ton of experience fighting skeletons with absolutely no armor, because typically I just try to avoid this situation. But in this case, I think it's kind of the necessary strategy to go ahead and beat the skeleton so I can start getting some iron. Where did he go? Is he right here? Oh, there he is. Oh, he wasn't jumping up there. There was a block that he was able to reach me up here. Okay. Well, now that I know what's going on with that... Can I hit you? Hey, idiot. Actually, oh, I can fence him in. Is he fenced in? No, he's not going to be fenced in. I think... I'm trying to do this very gingerly and be smart about it so I don't take damage. I'm not even sure if he's still in that same spot. Is he still in the same spot? No, he's walked away again, and I didn't even notice. Alright, now he's over there. Alright. My pick will probably run out before I manage to get over there. Oh, I walked over the entrance to someone's cave. Fascinating. Alright, skeleton's going to be able to shoot me if he gets too far back. Hooray! 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 That was completely inelegant. I apologize for you guys having to see this. But what can I see? What can I say? I'm not going to edit out my failures if I fail or I do poorly. That's what you guys get to watch. And so that's what's been happening so far in this particular match. But now we have some iron. And who knows, perhaps this will be a game changer. Perhaps everything will start working in my favor after this moment in time. We can only hope, or at least I can only hope. The other players probably hope differently. And sudden death will be in an hour. I just ran out of that, but that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some things moving here. First of all, iron goes here. That is a chest plate. I have plenty of sticks to create more tools, such as a pick to replace this one. And I also can afford at this point to also be cooking up. I've got a little bit more food that I could cook up with the second furnace. So I will plunk that down and get that going. We will dig up some more iron that is still right here. We will get that going up in here, and here. And let's see, I have enough coal that I am willing to waste it to go ahead and cook the iron. And we'll be able to put the chicken in here. And in the meantime, yeah, everything else seems quiet, and so that's good. So I'm going to shift-click the chicken. Kapow, kapow! All right. And let's go ahead and grab 8 iron and make myself a chest plate. And I could go ahead and craft some arrows as well, actually, while I'm waiting for that to cook. The skeleton, of course, did not drop a bow. He did drop an arrow, but now I have 13 arrows. That does not suck. And I'm at level 4. I did pick up reeds. And so maybe I'll get really lucky and end up with an enchanting table in just a few minutes, because everything's about to go my way. That's the kind of attitude you need to have. And there have been some dramatic turnarounds in some of these matches. Maybe not for me. Actually, the very first one that I participated in was kind of a dramatic one, although it was kind of a crazy one. All right. And now I think we have to go down into this giant open place, because there's nowhere else to go. Is there like a ravine here? Is that what's going on? Yes, there is a ravine. I don't have enough leftover iron. Right, I've only got 2 leftover iron. With 3, I could make a bucket. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to dig. Well, let's look. I don't see an easy way. If I can get 1 more piece of iron, I could get a bucket and then use some water and possibly get down into the ravine more easily. I'm going to try to dig a staircase down the side of where the ravine would be. I think the zombie that I hear, I'm hoping... Actually, I guess... let's do this to be smart. Any mob could just walk in, so let's do that from where I came from. I think the mobs that I hear may be up on the surface and it's nighttime. And so I'm going to see if I can kind of like dig into the side of the ravine and get a look at it from over there. All right. Well, this doesn't look so bad so far. Let's just keep going down. I feel especially naked with only an iron chestplate thus far. But I'm happy at how quiet it is, and here's some more iron. Is this going to fall? One of the pieces is going to fall, so I need to make sure. Okay, got that. With only that little bit of iron, I'm still not going anywhere anytime soon. Oops, I hear a skeleton somewhere. Haven't seen him yet. Can't really see what else is around. Yeah, my monitor is too dark to see if there's any like good ores down there or not. Let's see. I guess I can just kind of keep carving down the side. I don't want to be kind of in the open area of the ravine where skeletons that I haven't seen yet will start taking pot shots at me. Whoa, more server lag. Block lag, breaking these blocks. I think I just didn't even start at the lowest level that I'd already mined down to, so that was silly. I'm just kind of wasting some time here. And actually, while I'm wasting time, let's go ahead and cook up 2 more pieces of iron. And make sure that I keep my eyes out for coal. Coal! Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. Devil, thy name is coal. Apparently. I hear some flowing water, and so we must be getting closer to one of the lower edges of the ravine over here. And yes, here's at least another kind of side of it. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. That should have all cooked up already. And this is not the best order to do it in, but I expect very highly that I'm about to run into another mob, and so I'm going to go ahead and get the boots on in the hopes that that will help prevent some of the damage that I expect to take in just a moment. Actually, let's get these items in the order I like them on my bar. Here's how everybody's doing. And let's try breaking in here more. Okay, I'm a little bit lower down. I'm kind of down the side. So far, all I hear is a skeleton and running water. And one skeleton is definitely better than, like, hordes of mobs. So I guess I can be thankful for that. Alright, here's the running water. Oh, I see a creeper over there. Okay. I see some gold over there, which I can't mine yet because I don't have an iron pick. And I also don't have iron for a bucket to go ahead and collect the water. And there's some iron right there in front of me. But I'm going to head this way first. Just because over time, I fear that these water streams will push a bunch of mobs over in that direction, and I don't want them to end up behind me. And I don't feel like trying to deal with all of the water yet. Don't have a lot of practice being at the bottom of a ravine, where stuff can fall on me. Right now it still seems pretty quiet. Guess it's the kind of advantage of a new world. Alright, I just got 3 pieces of iron. 4 pieces, in fact. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and make the iron pick since there is some gold right here, because I don't know that I'm going to stay in this location for very long, and so I would like to gather up that gold before I go. Okay, great, and this is the end of the ravine over here, which A, makes it kind of safe, and B, I see some more iron up there. And C, I don't have to worry about mobs coming from down this end. And this is the least efficient method of trying to get at this iron ever. There we go. There's still a little bit more. Yeah, I don't feel like my commentary is on fire today for this one. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I just got up from a nap. One of the nice things about a Wednesday afternoon when you don't have a job is that you can take a nap. And I did. And it was happy. All right, let's go ahead and throw more iron in there. Let's grab this. Let's set down the crafting table. Let's make myself an iron pick. Great, and then how much iron am I going to have left over? 1 and 6 are going to be 7, which is terrific. And so I will be able to make myself some pants. Which I always enjoy joking is what everybody wants. No one wants to see Brian in no pants. All right. Sadly, just the 1 piece of the gold. But that's okay. 1 piece of gold is better than 0 pieces of gold. All right, how long will this take to craft or to finish smelting? Not very long. What else do I need to craft or can I do? Not a whole lot that I see. I could be smelting my sand that I never turned into glass, and so why don't I go ahead and get that going in parallel. And now let's craft these pants. And while I feel like I will be behind other players who probably already have like enchanting tables and crazy stuff by now, I am at least back in the game. Oops, give me that. All right, and so I guess I will head this way because, yeah, we're down at a good level at this point, and I don't need to craft anything else right now, and I'll just hold on to the unsmelted gold. And so I can pick this up, and how much of this is gone? I'll wait for 1 more piece, and then we'll pick up this. All right, great. Whoa. I guess the gravel just fell, and that's what I just saw? All right. Oh, do I have enough for a bucket? No, I just made everything into pants. All right. Need to find more iron. I see a zombie up there. I know I saw a creeper over to the right somewhere. And so I definitely need to worry about mobs potentially falling on my head in the near future. They don't love jumping down from high distances. And so I think I'm going to try my darned... Oh, here he is. Hello, zombie. You found your way down. Your pathfinding found a way to not take fall damage. Alright, a little bit more iron. That's only one or two pieces. Yeah, when I get 3 pieces, I'm going to go ahead and get a bucket, because a bucket of water would be very useful since there's lava around here. There's a creeper up there who has not seen me yet, but will in the near future. What level am I at? 27. Alright, this creeper is going to see me eventually, and so why don't we go ahead and just kind of force the issue to get it out of the way. Oh, and there's, what do you call up here? Stuff that I want. Hey, creeper, where'd you go? Oh, he's walking away. He's like, I don't care about you, Brian. I hear something else behind me. Alright, maybe not. Creeper's going around the corner. I feel like I'm doing a decent job of playing pretty relaxed, even though I feel rather tense. And so I'm happy about that. Where's my little staircase that I just made up? Gonna take it back down and go ahead and cook me up some iron and get a bucket of water. And if I stand here, I'm pretty sure that any monsters who try to attack me, I don't think anyone can fall on my head, and anyone else, I'll hear them in the water. Alright, and so I can create 2 buckets out of this if I want to. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the crafting table out. I can also... Oh, I never got leather for a book, and so I won't be able to create an enchanting table. That's what I was just thinking right there. The zombie's got to be somewhere close by. Kind of worried about him. But let's go ahead and craft a first bucket, which now goes here. I don't enjoy kind of switching things around in slots, but I tend to have my axe in position 4 until such time as I get a bow. And once I get a bucket, a water bucket typically goes in slot 5 on my bar. And the zombie must be like in the... Oh, there's the zombie. Alright, he is up on a ledge where he is not going to fall off, I think. And then I am going to grab a second bucket. And try to grab some lava as well. And then... Alright, that could have been much worse. Yep, just gotta keep going. Yes, that could have been much, much, much worse. Right, and I have a bucket that I said I was going to use to try to get some lava, and I can't tell where the lava is flowing out here, but I guess that's the next place I need to go. Oh gosh. Alright, my heart is definitely beating a whole lot after that. But I see there's one more piece of iron over there, but first off, I'm going to try to deal with this safely, if I can. Can I do... that first? Will that help or hurt? That helped a little bit. I just want to get over to this safely. Ah! There we go. Can Brian pick up the lava without falling in the lava? Yes, he can! It's amazing. I'm always extra careful around lava, or I try to be. This from the person who died recently with lots of good loot and exploration and tactics by falling into lava. Oh, how sad. Alright, but we got a fair bit more iron. There was some other iron over here. So yeah, all of a sudden we're doing not too bad. I think I left a furnace behind already somewhere. I don't need the lava bucket right at this moment. Iron. That'll give us enough to go ahead and create a hat. And then somewhere right over here, let's do this. Do-do-do. Close you off, close you off, close you off. Don't hear mobs. Where was the iron? Here it is. And now we will be able to create things like an iron sword. And we're in fairly decent shape once again, just behind. Alright, So, boom, boom. Here goes the helmet. Once again, I've been paying extremely little attention to the chat. Still a bunch of people doing not bad. That creeper was not the best thing that ever happened to me. There you go. And at this point, I don't see another way to kind of go down and out of this cave. Where am I at again? I'm at 32. I might dig a little bit ways down and just see if I can find kind of an adjacent cave system. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and create an iron sword, which we can use to bash the faces of any monsters we see. And I guess an iron shovel. And I should also discard inventory that I do not need at this point. So I will do that right here. Don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. I'm not going to run out of food. I don't feel like trying to cook it. I'm not going to be using mushrooms. I don't need the zombie flesh. All right. That is fine. And while I'm here, I have the opportunity to go ahead and craft up another one of these. Hopefully someday I will get a bow. We can all hope and wish. All right, great. So, oh, found a zombie. Not sure where he came from. Don't like the fact that I'm not sure where he came from. Those were my own footsteps I just heard. All right, I think I'm going to take one stab this way and see if I can find another cave system lower down, since this ravine did not go but halfway down the earth. But I think I'll only dig about 10 blocks down from here, and if I don't find anything, we'll go back and go higher into one of these adjacent cave systems. Because I've definitely already had the experience of digging through nothing but stone for quite a long time. All right, do I hear anything? No. So we'll pick a different direction. Let's see. Oh, crap, crap, crap. I hear the spider, haven't seen him. Spider will be tracking me in all likelihood. Ah, spiders are so hard to kill. He'd already taken fall damage, and he did not drop me any string, and I see a skeleton back there. Yuck. And up there. Yuck. Yuck. All right, we're going to go over on this side of the ravine. Hope things are a little better over here. Oops, I hear another skeleton, like up this direction somewhere. And I hear another spider. Oh, there's the spider. Oh, jumped on my head. Thankfully, there was a ledge there. I totally planned that. I hear another spider. Got some string. Don't see the next spider yet. There he is. He's up on that ledge. I think I can do this. Hey, idiot. You just stay there. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Or there. That'll work too. Ah, darn it. How did you hit me from there? Twice? Really? Really? All right, 2 pieces of string. I hear the skeleton back over that way, so let's try going this way, I guess. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten extremely haphazard and kind of like lost any sense of strategy or what I'm doing here. Not sure why. Just feeling a little off my game today. But hey, we're still alive. And there is a ravine that continues this way, and I could probably dig around it actually over here. Oh, crap, 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 crap. He's coming after me, he's coming after me. Yep. Alright. Down to 4 hearts. That kind of sucks. Let's do that for the moment. I hear another skeleton around the bend over here somewhere, but there is also some lava right beside us, and so we might be able to coerce the skeleton into the lava, or if the skeleton ends up somewhere below us, we've got a lava bucket. In fact, let me go ahead and ready the lava bucket. Let's go ahead and swap some things out like that. I'm going to need some more torches in the not-too-distant future. So let's do that. I'll hold on to some coal for smelting. Okay, let's actually, before skeleton shoots me, let's go ahead and use the glass. Oops. Whoa. Oh, someone was shot by a skeleton. How sad. No! Alright, where is the skeleton I hear extremely nearby? I do not see him right here. Oh, here's some more iron. Score. Bonus. Although at this point, let's see, what else do I need iron for? Other than re-enchanting tools, which is kind of way down the line, I don't need that. I know that I need a whole lot of iron. Still have not seen our skeleton friend. I'm going to put down a little bit more glass, but I might just have to break in here and take a looking or something. Let's keep trying to skirt the edges of this, if possible. Skeleton might be able to see us or find us over here, too. Let me get different blocks on the bar. In fact, my inventory is cluttered up again. Hold on. Let's do this. Oops. Let's plug that up real quick. Let's dump off. I do not need 8 stacks of cobble. 3 or so is plenty. Alright, still haven't seen the skeleton. I also don't see a cave that's going downwards at all. Am I still at like Y30 or something? Yeah, Y of 35. Yeah, I'm going to take another speculative dig to see if we can find a lower cave system. Oh my gosh, only half an hour to sudden death? Well, at this point, I could just play to sudden death. I don't really like that strategy. It does give you a chance to do a lot of PvP with a lot of players. Actually, what I really need now is a spider, actually, if I'm going to go to sudden death, or even anything that involves PvP, because I've got 2 pieces of string, and 1 more would get me a bow, and I actually have some arrows, and I could definitely afford the practice with that. Alright, we're going to go 5 more blocks down. If we don't find anything, then we're going to switch and possibly try to go back up to the surface and find spiders. Might find spiders in cave systems, though, as well. I've already found a couple. And I also lost track. Ooh, I hear fresh lava. Hold on. I think it's to my left and down. I'm not sure that you can actually hear up and down. Ooh, lapis. Lapis is good because it gives you lots of experience. And since there's still a half an hour, there's still the outside shot that we could find some diamonds and end up with an enchanting table if we manage to go back up to the surface and find a cow as well. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's the lava that I heard. Let's not fall in that. This is nice. I like this. I am going to block that off, just in case there's any skeletons or something who try like shooting down through there. Okay, but apparently we've gotten down to the lava layer over here. Let's give that lava a chance to update. Okay, it is not going to flow down into me. I don't think any enemies could possibly get at me over there. Oh, but this doesn't go anywhere. Well, that's a bummer. 30 minutes until sudden death. All right. I have 4 hearts. I have 1 piece of gold. I have no diamonds. Does this go anywhere back up here? It does look like it does go somewhere. I'm going to need another iron... whatchamadoozit. Pick. That's what they're called. They're called picks, Brian. Yes, this is definitely going to win the Brian Worst Commentary During UHC award today, I think. And I want blocks there. Okay, and I do want to pick up the crafting table. Not that I'm running that low on wood, but let's just do that. And then we'll use the Iron Shovel of Destiny to try to dig beside this lava and see if there's more cave over here. There is! And the lava has lit some of it up as well. Oh, it goes all kinds of directions. Is this another ravine? I think this is another ravine. There's gold! It's my new favorite ravine! I didn't get any apples on the surface. And I have 7 pieces of gold. Oh, but this is a nice place to do some spelunking for materials. There's some redstone. I don't need that. Thought I heard a skeleton for a minute. Now I'm not sure. Definitely hear a zombie. Oh, crap! Water glitch damage. Not sure where the zombie is. Kind of worried about him falling on my head. Sounds like he's to the right. Is there like cave system opening over? Yes, there's a cave system right there. Okay. Right now, he can't get to me. Is there a cave over here as well? Looks like it. I'm going to use getting over here. I didn't see any diamonds back out in that ravine. And we're definitely down at the diamond layer. And this is quiet. So I'm just taking advantage of all that. I don't need more water, and so I'm going to plug this up, assuming I can get out of here without taking any water glitch damage, please. Thank you. Crap. Plug it up. Nope, I'm still flowing in the water. Get out, get out, get out. I have not been getting coal very often here. I don't remember seeing coal anytime too recently. Ah, speak of the devil. The devil is once again coal. Skelly fired, almost had a heart attack. That was very much truer, I think, in the older Minecraft with the older Minecraft sounds, where the skeleton bow had like the twang rather than the pop, because it was a really loud sound back then. And then, yeah, when a skeleton would surprise you out of nowhere, it would be, you know, not only the surprise of, oh my gosh, I'm getting killed by a skeleton, but also the surprise of, oh my gosh, a loud sound. And this might come around to like the other side of the ravine that I was just above. Yep, there it is. Still don't see any diamonds. And yes, at this point, we still have like a half an hour. Like, I don't have a good sense of kind of like strategy of timing to know if I should be looking for diamonds, thinking I might get back up to the surface and get an enchanting table, or if I should just be trying to kill a spider and get a bow and arrow, or if I should be... golden apples. If I find more gold, I'll go back up to the surface. How's that for a strategy? Because I'm pretty sure, let's double check. I'm pretty sure I have 7 gold. Yes, I have 7 gold right now. If I get 8, 2 more hearts would be a lot of extra health compared to where I am right now. And if I don't, then the correct thing to do for sudden death is to use the gold to make, I don't know, gold sword or gold pants or something, just to like have bling to like show off. I guess I could hold on to the gold, and actually I should be smelting the gold already probably. All right, I do not see, I see lapis. Oh, I hear footsteps. Thought I heard footsteps. All right, let's hop down here and see if on this side, don't see any diamonds over there either. There is another cave down here. I need to be looking for gold as well. All right, let's... Oh dear. More PvP. There's where people are at. I think there's another cave up there, so I need to be listening for mobs. Getting a little bit of lag as I try to place and pick up the bucket, and so that always worries me. over here is where I heard the zombie before. Don't hear him anymore. Yeah, I think I previously heard the zombie right down this hallway over here. But for right now, this hallway seems safe, and there's plenty of places over here. Maybe some of you have already seen something on the screen that I missed. Looking for gold and diamonds. This is a fairly nice cave system to be looking for them. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Don't see anything this way. Just go a little bit further. Some lava above me over here I need to be careful. See it dripping through. I see redstone over here that's lit up, which implies that something was walking on it earlier, although it may have died in lava. Because redstone ore blocks, when you walk on them or punch them or whatever, will light up for some random amount of time. And that's not just kind of a turn of phrase, it really is random. Although I don't know what the bounds are. Like, I don't know if it's random, you know, for like 1 to 10 seconds, or how long redstone stays lit, redstone ore. Oh, creeper. Alright, this time I'm ready for him. I might have just taken some damage there. Got some more PvP going on in the background. Yeah, at this rate, I'm not even going to live to sudden death. Oh, how sad. Oh, would have been sadder if I fell in the lava. And this might be ending over here. Oops. Get it, get it, get it, get it. No, I didn't manage to pick up the water. Pick up the water. Footsteps I heard of my own. Wow, there's a lot of PvP going on all of a sudden. And this is indeed the end of this hallway. Oh, but I hear a spider. Spider I want more than anything in the world right now. I'm not going to get golden apples. I'm not going to get an enchanting table. But I could at least... Oh, crap, crap, crap! Oh, that is really, really, really embarrassing. So yes, we can use this as a tutorial for how not to play UHC. Alright, there's a skeleton sound over here as well, which kind of terrifies me. But I want to kill the spider and get some string. More than anything. Alright, skeleton I think is actually over this way, so I'm going to block that off. You can't fit through there. The spider I think is this way. Yep, there's the spider. Okay, great. Let's do this. And now let's just dig over to the spider. And if we kill the spider and get the bow, and here is some water that's going to glitch damage me if I'm not careful, then we will at least have an outside chance of at least being able to kill one person. Alright, you may actually be on the ceiling, and not where you appear on my client. Oh dear, let's see. Can I see you here, or hit you here? There you are. Hooray! And string! Awesome, 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 awesome. Alright, so we're going to completely fence myself in here. How much time do we have until sudden death? I think still 20 minutes, actually. So I might not still be able to stay alive that long. But, nevertheless, let's go ahead. Oops, that's the... Crap, 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 crap! A fitting end to a poor game. I was doing poorly anyway. Did I actually type that? Yes, now it showed up in the chat. All right, we will log out. Here is the standings of who was left. I am going to disconnect. Regional resources. I did not find the appropriate regions to find enough gold or diamonds, but that was a poor performance overall. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and if you didn't, I don't blame you either. I will definitely have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this video that it's not very good. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.